What's going on YouTube? Welcome back again to the channel. It's your girl Amber Lene. Welcome on in. If you are new here, you already know what to do. Like, comment, and subscribe for a vibe. Listen, I have a quick little story time for you guys, and I hope you guys stick in with me until the end of this video so you can get this greatness right. And I'm going to be using my notes because I put it down so that way this reference point can be on point so you can get the message to like literally go on about your day. So this is how the story goes, right? So back in high school, I had a classmate, best point guard I've ever seen. I'm talking about she wasn't the tallest, wasn't the strongest, but literally was unstoppable on the court. You feel me? Like, I'll know like the point guard really make the team because they're like the leader of the thing, okay? So one day I asked her, right? I was like, how do you always run the floor like that? How do you always make it seem so easy and effortlessly? Like, how are you doing this, right? She told me two things, right? She wanted to be better than everybody else, and she had set outrageous goals. Now listen, we all do this all the time where it's like, you know, we set these goals and we want to be better than everybody else, right? So boom, after her freshman year, she was already averaging 15 points and 7 assists. Going into the sophomore year, I asked her what was her goal, right? She said, I want to average 20 points, 10 assists. You wondering, did she hit it? Not exactly, but she finished with 18 points and 9 assists, but still made all district. You feel me? Still made all district, like still applied pressure in the game. All right, boom. So moving forward, her junior year had came. I asked again, I said, do you want to be the best point guard in the state? She said, I want colleges calling me. Now that's wild for someone at a small school because, you know, we in a small area, small town. But the first game of the season, y'all, she's dropping 25 points, double-digit assists, and controlling the game like a pro. I'm talking about NBA style with the ball, like moving the ball, dropping assists, dropping points. I'm talking about dropping nuggets in the game, right? Now, did she officially become the #1 ranked point guard in the state? Maybe not. But look where she missed, okay? As one of the most recruited guards in the country, right? Here's the lesson in all of this when it comes to goals and limitations, right? If you're going to set them, set your goals big. I'm talking about aim, outrageous, play aggressive. Don't limit yourself on what's possible. It's the same with content. You say you just want 1,000 followers. Why not hit 100,000? Why not 1,000,000? You might not hit the exact number, but you might miss, you know what I'm saying, miss at 80K, 200K or more. Look at Strawberry Milk Mob. You feel me? So listen, I say all this to say when I speak about, you know, my classmate is that you need to dream big, write it down, even if it feels outrageous. Work your systems, because if you don't rise to your goals, you'll sink to your systems, okay? And the key thing that I have for all of this, of what I'm just saying, is like, stay consistent. The outcome isn't yours to control, but the process is, right? So basically, in a nutshell, when you have goals and you have dreams, you don't just settle for just the bare minimum of what you want. Because I remember like me using me as an example because I can relate to this so much. When I got onto my platforms, when I got onto like Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, I set a goal for myself, especially for Facebook. I set a goal to myself and I said like, I want to reach 100,000 followers, right? But not even realizing to myself like I had to shoot a little bit higher than that, because it's like I was just shy of 100K, and then next thing I know I was at 100K, and now I'm to the point like, bro, I want to see 1,000,000 followers. I actually want to see multi-millions of followers all across the board, all across my platforms. And you gotta understand, it's like nothing is too big for God. Nothing is too outrageous for God, because when you pray to God and you ask God for things, like God doesn't have a budget on your life. You set that limitation. But if you have it in your heart and your mind and your spirit, like above and beyond the threshold that you can think of, that's like, it's unfathomable of what you're thinking, that's what you need to shoot for. Because you just might miss that mark where it's like you ask for something but you settle for just this. When I ask, I want it all. I want quadruple, multiply, plentify, abundance. I want it all. So basically, don't shoot yourself in the foot. You know, don't shoot yourself short of anything that you want out of this life, because you can have it. There's nothing too big, too massive for God and you as a whole. So big thing here is, and key takeaway is like, believe in yourself. Like, believe in basically like the unseen to happen for you. Because I know it's gonna happen for me, you know. I'm really just waiting on my timeline to catch up with what I already see. But that's because I believe and I'm consistent and I'm keep going in, and I'm not just settling for just bare minimum. So you got to love yourself enough to know like you can have whatever you want in this lifetime. But it's up to you to decide where and how you feel about what's possible for you. Okay? So I hope you guys really take into consideration that you are the individual that determines how high you will go, how far you will go, how long you will last, how consistent you will be. And, you know, as long as you show up every single day, I'm trying to tell you those, those compounding interest that you have on the things that you're doing, it's going to catch up. And once it catch up, it's like, that's when everything just kind of like, it's a domino effect. Everything just takes off. So you have to be consistent. You have to, continue to show up, and you have to keep grinding. But if you felt what I felt in this video, listen, like, comment, and subscribe.